Hello, everybody. It's me, Lady Hell, the interventionist, and today I am going to tell you about the introduction of the Freak the Mighty book. So, this week we went through chapters 1 through 14. Yes, that's 1 through 14. Our children ate this book and they're really interested because it's really great. So, when we started off with the thing, Monday we started off with expectations because we had just came back from the fall break. And so since we came back, we went over classroom expectations and things like that. Sometimes when you are in an environment where you have multiple learners, and as y'all know, I'm an interventionist, so therefore I'm a special education educator, and I do a co-teach environment. And in the co-teach environment, our room is full of diverse learners. Okay, so you have on-level kids, you have kids who might be a little below level, some kids who are barely there, but they're there. So you have a lot of types of different learnings. So on Monday we went over expectations and we read chapters 1 through 3. After that, we came Tuesday and we did a characterization worksheet. What is characterization? So then the student began to learn this. They learned about, let me find it, right, direct characterization and indirect characterization. So basically, you go through some basic facts about whatever character you're gonna do. This we did like either freak, or Max. They could choose whoever they wanted to. So then we talked about their appearance, their thoughts, their actions, their words, adjectives, all that good stuff. And so we did all of this on Tuesday when we read chapter 4 through 6. And oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, on day 1 we did this thing, which was this right here. All right, so I hope that has helped you. This has been week 1 for us with Freak the Mighty lesson, and they have different notes. We also were doing predictions. That's what it was. I couldn't think of what it was. We did some predictions. We also took a grade that has been turned in, but I forgot what that was called. We took a grade when they had to describe characteristics of Max and Kevin. They had to describe characteristics, and then they had to go back in the book to find where they found that information about them. And so they had to put the page that they found it, and then they had to write something about it. So yeah, so that's your grades. Because remember, when you're teaching, of course you have your normal grades, but you're going to need a summative grade, an assessment grade. You're going to need these different types of grades in the grade book. I kind of really don't worry about that because I have an awesome co-teacher who makes sure that all the grades are there accordingly. And whether he's a gen ed teacher, and we definitely work on all the interventions, and sometimes I come up with interventions right on the fly. So next year, when we have our new students that come in next year, we can already have this stuff together, and I put it in a binder or folder after the unit over, and I just store it away. So then next year, when we go back to the material and we revisit it, etc., if that's something that whatever we found successful, we can continue to use it next year. If it was not successful, we can throw it out and do something else or whatever. But thus far, it's been very successful. So we definitely have a roadmap. So if you're creating this from scratch and you might not have a roadmap, you have to create the roadmap. And sometimes in education, that's what you do. You create the roadmap and you save it, okay? So save it, make sure you save it somewhere. You save the roadmap. So when you visit it next year, and let's say you have more teams, you have, other people who are helping you, you are going to be able to make an amazing impact and have the curriculum there ready for you, where either you can build it off of it or you can keep it, adjust it according to your students' learning boards. Let me see somebody out here yelling. But anywho, Gotta love it, right? But anyway, this is Lady Hell, the interventionist, signing out, and I will see you soon. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe for more interventions, and I'll tell you about week 2 as we go through the Freak the Mighty unit.